got a bit of a controversy coming up here?
We don't number our guys. He can play whatever he wants. Right? They number them. I don't. You know, when you either can play or you can't. So, but no, he's done a lot of good things. I like the way he's practiced, and look forward to moving forward, and seeing how much he can give us. He's been slowed a little bit by his knee, but other than that, he's done a good job.
You went up there and checked out Dylan after the game. He said he's finally playing defense, and that's why he's getting some time. Is that true? Is he finally playing defense?
He played some good defense for us, reluctantly, but did. And it was great to see, you know, his effort defensively the other night. You know, just watching him fight through screens and really take a lot of pride in it. Really did a good job. He was always worried about getting in foul trouble, so he always said, I can't guard anybody because I'll get in foul trouble. But he did a tremendous job the other night.
You mentioned that the players put the numbers to the positions and you don't. Is that how you kind of envision this identity of this team, a lot of guys being able to just play all over?
Well, I hope so. You know, it's worked for us in the past. You know, just guys wanting to be players and not worried about what position they're in. It's pretty hard to take advantage of mismatches if you only lock yourself into one spot, you know. And so, you know, guys thinking of themselves as versatile and all-around players really helps us as a coaching staff, that's for sure.
What did you learn from the scrimmage against Oklahoma and the two games that you had that you maybe couldn't have found out in a practice?
Well, it helps us, the guys realize how far we have to go defensively. You know, Oklahoma's athleticism at times gave us problems, which, you know, our guys need to recognize. We're going to play some awfully athletic teams as the season progresses. And so I thought those kind of things helped us, getting out in front of people, you know, with Idaho and Northwest Christian. You know, just when you have as many guys that either haven't played at all or haven't played together, you know, just getting out in front of people does help.
Last year you said Oklahoma was a wake-up call for the team. Was it the same case again this year?
You know, it was a learning experience. I don't know, wake-up call, whatever. You know, wake-up call didn't work very well. We went to Baylor and got kicked, and you know, got kicked by Georgetown, so I guess it didn't help us much there. But you know, it's just a learning experience. I think the guys, you know, I thought we played hard. You know, I thought we played hard in all three scrimmages, which is where it all starts. So hopefully they'll keep that characteristic, because that's always an important one.
What do you focus on to prepare this team when there's no video on Coppin State? You have so little experience coming back. You don't know much about what this team could be like.
Well, it's you know, making adjustments during the game and you know, see. You know, I'm sure they'll push the ball. I'm sure, you know, all those Eastern teams play with a certain edge, you know, so we'll have to match that. But, you know, it'll be, you know, one of those games where you just go out and try to continue to put things in during the game. You know, we got all those dang TV timeouts, so, you know, we got plenty of time to talk about things. So hopefully, you know, we'll be able to learn as the game progresses. And, you know, these games, development games, whatever you want to call them, are really important for this team. You know, we obviously in 2 weeks have some big challenges ahead of us, and you know, so winning these games at home and playing well and making progress. You know, I understand Ball State's really a good team and got a lot of people back, and we're not as sure about the other teams because they just don't have as many people back. Although Prairie View has quite a few players back, but not nearly as many as Ball State. So.
You guys use that tournament in 2 weeks as kind of this is how much better we need to get over the next 4 games before?
You know, it's hard to tell. You know, I don't know where we'll be in 2 weeks, you know, so, you know, UConn's going to be athletic and a talented team. So looking ahead, you know, it will be a big challenge, but, you know, I've got no idea where we'll be in 2 weeks. You know, that's why these first 4 games at home are so important for us, just to kind of get a feel of where we're at.
What's the scouting report on the 2 guys you signed yesterday?
Just very excited about both of them. You know, Lou is someone we've recruited for a long time and felt like he was a good fit for us. And same way with Miles. Miles' mother played here, and so we had a little bit of an in there. And so both guys are guys that I think have tremendous upside. Got a little size, which is always helpful. Their length. They both can shoot threes, which will spread the floor for forwards. And they're both athletic and run the floor, which we kind of like. So I think they're both great fits for our program. And to say we're excited about them is an understatement, because we've been fortunate. We've had really good players here, and these guys maybe get a little more credit than some of our previous or former players, but we've been excited about the guys that come in and the way they performed, and these two guys we're really excited about.
Hoping to add a couple more this fall?
You just never know. And whatever happens, happens. If we get them, great. If we don't, then we got to move on and find somebody who wants to be here. It's not rocket science. You got to find guys that want to be here and want to compete at a high level. And the more talented players, obviously it does help us immediately, but we've also had a little bit of success developing guys over 2 or 3 years. So recruiting's recruiting. We've hit some, we've missed some, and we'll just keep moving forward, whatever happens.
Do you have a status update on MJ Cage?
Yeah, he's been practicing. He came back more than a week ago, and has been working out. Has done some good things. Long time ago, a mentor of mine told me that everyone's different. Everyone has a different recipe. Everybody, matures at different times, and I've tried to use that. We got 15 different individuals on the team. Everybody's different. There's no one thing fits all. You have certain parameters in line that are non-negotiable with your team, but other than that, you try to treat all your guys like you think they need to be treated. I've got 4 children of my own. They're all different. They all complain when I treat one of them differently than the other, but that's just the way it is. And with your players, it's kind of the same thing. You've got guys that come from different backgrounds, and they're at different points in their lives, and so you try to work with each one individually. And with Michael, he needed some time to reassess his priorities and what he thought was important, and we gave him that time. He wanted to come back to the team, and so we're going to continue to work with him and hope like heck he stays with us. He's a good young man. He's got a lot of potential as a basketball player, as a student, and I sure hope that he decides to push forward and work through the ups and downs of a long season. But again, that's each individual's choice, and we're just here to help them decide and push them forward if that's the direction they want to go.
Will he play tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Can he?
Yeah, he can. I'm not sure if he will or not, but he will be on the bench, and hopefully he'll be ready to go.
How has the team received him coming back?
Great. No, again, we got guys that are all about the team, and they understand that everybody's different, and they've been great. That's one good thing that I've really appreciated. Talked to them just a day about it, and man, they've been great welcoming back and encouraging him, helping him get caught up with what he missed.
Going in tomorrow, how do you feel like the chemistry is with the team right now?
Well, the chemistry's good now. We haven't had any adversity, we've been relatively healthy, and playing time hasn't been decided yet, so the chemistry's been good. But like I said, chemistry is always good when you haven't faced any of those downs, and so we'll see. I think the guys are mature. I think they're all about the team, so I don't anticipate any chemistry problems. But again, we haven't faced any adversity, and we'll see how we handle that when we do face it, because not many seasons you go 6 months without any adversity. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, and you'll see how the leadership and the maturity of the team pushes through.
Are you guys taking a moment pregame tomorrow to honor what you did last season or accomplished last season? Or do you obviously
Nothing I know
don't care?
of. Well, most of those guys are gone, aren't they? No, I don't think there's anything planned. Heck, late start of the game for TV. I'm gonna have to take a nap. 9 o'clock start. Heck, I haven't heard of anything. So if they do, they'll surprise me. But they surprise me on what uniforms we wear, because I have no idea what we're going to wear there. So if it doesn't matter whether we're going to play well and win the game, I really don't think about it too much. So I haven't heard anything, no.
These kids can, seems like, go all day, all night, but do you tell them anything about a 9 o'clock start of, hey,
No.
take a nap
no.
or let the legs rest?
They'll, it's been a long time since I've been that age, but 9 o'clock, I think things are just starting to roll, aren't they? So I don't think they'll have any problem. 9 to 11, not nearly as late for them as it is for me, that's for sure. All right, guys, the charity game. We did push that total over 20,000 because of some sponsors, which is great. And I hope the NCAA allows us to do this every year. I think it's a great idea. I think with some time, we put that together in 4 days, and Idaho came down, and our sponsor did a great job of covering everything so that we could get them here. But man, what a great thing if Oregon State and us and the Portland schools, everybody got together and could do a charity game every year. I think it's something that the NCAA was really made a good decision there, and with some planning, I think we could really put something together that would be worthwhile every year. And give all the money to charity like that, I think would be great. So anyway, do appreciate the sponsors on that game.